Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets, Tea and Tales, Season 2, powered by Husby, served by Denise Williams.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, we want to know the most surprising thing that's ever happened to you on a showing, as you like to call it in the States.
So the most surprising thing that's happened to me, I would more so say the most shocking or the scariest thing that's happened to me.
Okay. Here,
on the
Dubai
showing.
or US?
In the US.
Okay, spill the tea.
What's scary in Dubai? I mean, it's the safest place.
I went in and there was no electricity connected.
Exactly.
In the summer. Yeah.
You know, I went there and there was no dates and tea serving for me. So in the U.S., I had a very, very terrifying experience during a showing. This was in my rookie years. I was a rookie agent and just excited about meeting anyone, you know, to go to a property tour. Well, I get to the property. I was the buyer's agent, so I went there early to set up for my clients, turn the lights on, and, you know, get ready and prepare for my buyers to show. Well, I parked in the driveway. So in real estate school, you hear these different scenarios about safety and like, don't park in the driveway.
Because then you're blocked in.
You're going to be, you know, you have the potential of being blocked in. And that's exactly what happened to me.
Okay.
So I don't
like where this is going, Denise, but go on.
Yes. So the house was vacant, you know, it had the for sale sign. It was clearly open, so you could tell that there was no furniture, no one living there. And I noticed that there was a car. It was like in a cul-de-sac, but I noticed that there was a car with someone sitting in it, and the car was on as like at a neighboring house, I thought. Well, it was a guy. I went into the house. You know how you just have a feeling, you just see, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I go into the house and I'm like turning the lights on and I hear a car driving up. I'm thinking that it's my client's. It was that same vehicle that I saw when I walked into the house. And he actually drove up and stopped and parked behind my car.
Blocking your car.
Blocking my car
Rule
in the driveway.
Number one.
I'm like panicking, like, oh my gosh. So I didn't know. Of course, you instantly think, okay, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to do this. But when you're in the moment, you don't really know exactly what to do because I'm like frozen almost. Like, is this person about to get out and like come into the house? So I'm just like kind of watching him through the window. And I'm like, oh my God, it dawned on me. And so I grabbed my keys and I like hit the alert button on the car to make the car go off.
Okay.
And then he just like sped off.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So I was like trembling and like terrified, not shortly after my clients pulled up. So I never ended up getting to call the police or anything like that. And I also didn't want to show them that this was a scary neighborhood.
Because that would like mess up your cell immediately.
I did eventually end up telling them, and we didn't go for that house. But I had to
like, I'm glad he didn't go for the house.
Let me tell you what happened. So yeah, I say all that to say, be very vigilant when you're out, especially at showings with people that you don't know.
Yeah.
So I had to implement like asking for copies of driver's licenses after that, just because you don't know, it could be your client or it could be a stranger that can do something to you when you're on these showings. I also started to tell a friend or loved one or a person I'm dating like what my showing schedule is for the day. It's like small things that you know, but you just forget about because you're so focused on the business, you're focused on the sale, you're focused on the client, but don't forget to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And your safety, because if you're not here, then none of the deals are getting done.
That's true.
So that was super terrifying for me. I never parked in another driveway after that.
Right, because even in the UK, a female real estate agent actually went missing. I think she's still missing today.
There's several of those stories.
Yeah, I'll put the link down below, but there's like a Susie Lampler Trust or website that has all these security, safety tips for women in particular.
Oh, that's amazing.
And things like, you know, especially when you're doing viewings in the dark, like after 6 p.m., people, if you're a bad person, real estate agents are a great target.
Yes.
Not in Dubai. We're talking about kind of outside of Dubai, because someone who is going to take you into an empty house.
Yes.
And
no one knows what's happening. That's their profession.
So little things like, even we were always taught not to, and this is something that I see a lot of real estate agents still doing, is they lead from the front. Like,
you can get knocked in the back of the head.
You should always be behind the client. That's number one. Like you said, tell someone in the office, or someone should know where you are. And there has to be some kind of
Apple tags, you know, start to use those in maybe your laptop bag or on your purse to have that pepper spray.
Yeah.
Making sure that you have something on you. And also just don't be too friendly. Like, don't trust everyone.
Friendly and flirty and stuff. Well, the other thing that we used to do is and this might be old fashioned now. This worked back in the day when everyone just had a mobile phone, no text messages, no SMS. We used to have like a secret word. So if I call the office and say, please tell Mr. Johnson I'm going to be running late for my appointment. No, it wouldn't be Mr. Johnson. It was something weirder because you might actually genuinely have a Mr. Johnson. But it would be something like, please tell Mr. McDonald's I will be late for my appointment.
Yes.
That means call the police.
Call them now.
Oh, that's code for whatever to call the police. Little things like that. Any other safety tips you have?
I would also say, like, sometimes you get weirdo clients. It just is what it is that become a bit infatuated with you as well. So I've had clients in the past that have like literally declared their love for me.
And
you
not
know,
because you bought the
and not because they bought the property,
right?
Most times they get multiple, but at the same time, it's like just having boundaries and making sure that people, because you can't help who likes you like that. There's nothing you can do about it, but just being more, you know, like I said, documenting their actual driver's license and getting some of their contact information helps to at least put them on guard. Like, she's here for business and business only. Like, you know,
and it's even down to like SMSing or WhatsApping. An innocent like of a message, the big red heart, could just send off the wrong impression, or like, oh, she loves me.
And the other thing that I don't do, like, I do my best to always make sure that if I'm communicating with a married couple, both parties are in the
group
text.
chat.
Yes,
it's a group chat.
We need both parties in the group chat. Let's communicate in one thread. You know, obviously sometimes you may have a quick here or there, but yeah, that's like a rule of thumb that I use as well nowadays.
That's a really good one, actually. Well done. Okay.
Yeah, it's just to show respect.
Because that does happen often as well. You're another woman in his phone messaging
and
at
you're
all
talking,
hours.
and it becomes a relationship, right? Because you bond through this process. I've met a lot of amazing people in my real estate journey who were once clients turned friends.
Exactly.
You know, so it's an emotional experience for everyone, and you just want to be very clear to say, no, I'm just here for the business. You know, nothing more.
Okay. Drop your safety tips in the comments down below. Thank you.